Surat ini saya tulis untuk menjawab tantangan yang terjadi ketika ada masa demonstrasi di bulan Agustus hingga September. Saya tuliskan surat ini kepada Bapak Prabowo dalam bahasa Inggris karena saya diberitahu bahwa katanya Pak Prabowo hanya membaca tulisan-tulisan dalam berbahasa Inggris. Surat ini saya buat untuk memperingatkan kita semua akan pentingnya masa depan bangsa. Izinkan saya untuk membacakan. Open letter to President Prabowo, the legacy you choose. Dear Mr. President, history will record you in one of two ways. As a president defined by public discontent, or as a leader who rose the moment and acted for the people. The demonstrations spreading across Indonesia are not isolated incidents. They reflect long-standing frustrations with abuses of power, the bending of constitutional norms, and the erosions of basic rights. People are not marching for sympathy or apologize. They are demanding dignity, justice, and the chance to live decently. Your administration has set an ambitious target of annual growth of 8%, but such numbers mean nothing if millions remain in hardship. Today, about 67% of Indonesians live below upper middle income poverty line. Real progress demands a foundation of political and social justice. The public does not blame your government alone. Responsibility for Indonesia's current problems is shared across past administrations. But shifting blames will not resolve the crisis. Social media apologies will not heal deep wounds. What Indonesians demand is action. Reducing poverty, creating jobs, and restoring trust in government. Here are key priorities that require immediate resolve. First, enforce separations of powers and end conflicts of interest. Democracy requires the executive, legislative, and judicial branches to function independently. In Indonesia, however, power remains concentrated. Party leaders often hold executive posts or wield heavy influence across multiple institutions. Many political parties operate like family-run businesses, placing family loyalty and inheritances above merit, competence, and public accountability. These concentrations of power foster impunity, undermines accountability, and erodes public trust. Clearly, legally binding boundaries are needed. Public officials, including the presidents, ministers, parliamentary leaders, should not hold simultaneous positions in political parties, state-owned enterprises, or the private sector. Ending these overlaps will strengthen decision-making, reinforce institutional credibility, and restore faith among citizens disillusioned by opaque power structure. Second, ensure fiscal transparency and reform state-owned enterprises. Indonesia's tax-to-GDP ratio has been stuck between 9 to 11% for 2 decades. The 2026 budget projects revenue at 12% of GDP, but early 2025 until now results already show shortfalls, worsened by falling commodity receipts. Meanwhile, spending pressures continue to rise. At this moment, fiscal discipline is imperative. Wasteful allowances, foreign junkets, and extravagant ceremonies must stop. Public funds belong to the people, not politicians nor officials. The free nutritious meals, MBG program is a case in point. While the goal is noble, the cost is overwhelming. 171 trillion Indonesia's rupiah in 2025 and 335 trillion Indonesia's rupiah in 2026. A smarter approach would be to start small, piloting the program in 5 undeserved regions at a cost of no more than 5 trillion Indonesia's rupiah. The remaining funds could support teachers, health workers, doctors, sanitation staff, and programs with direct benefits for low-income households, and in particular with floodings happening in Sumatra and other parts of Indonesia. This remaining funding could be directly allocated to help the ones in need. The proposed Danantara agency, with its 300 trillion Indonesia's rupiah budget, also risks becoming unnecessary burden. Reforming existing state-owned enterprises would yield greater impact. Non-performing enterprises will be closed, transparency enforced, and dividends redirected to welfare. Although the number of state-owned enterprises has been reduced from 118 in 2018 to 64 in 2024, they still dominate sectors from banking to hospitality, often competing with small businesses. With debt projected at 40% of GDP in 2025, borrowings will be fund productive investments, not new bureaucracies. Third, reinforce civilian authority and limit military involvement. Around the world, the intrusions of military and security forces into civilian life has weakened democracy and destabilized society, from Myanmar to Israel, Latin America to Africa, and even in the United States these days during the Trump administrations. Indonesia's own history underscores the importance of keeping the military non-partisan. The armed forces should focus on defense, while civil order remain under civilian institutions. When security forces become political actors, democracy erodes, rights are trampled, and trust collapses. Formal safeguards are needed. Laws that restricted military involvement in civilian affairs, stronger oversight mechanisms, and strict adherence to human rights standards. This will protect national security while safeguarding democracy. Fourth, pass long-delayed asset recovery bill. First drafted in 2008 and submitted by Financial Transactions Reports and Analysis Center of PPATK in 2012, draft of law on the, or we call it as Rancangan Undang-Undang Perampasan Aset, has languished for nearly 2 decades. Even as corrupt officials continue to enjoy even their wealth freely. A more accurate name will be Rancangan Undang-Undang Pengembalian Aset, because the state is actually not seizing property but reclaiming what rightfully belongs to the people. Safeguards are essential. Asset recovery must not become a political weapon. The bill should undergo public hearings, guarantee judicial oversights and the right of appeal, and focus squarely on large-scale corruptions. Transparency and accountability are non-negotiable. Ruling must be published, assets auctioned openly, and proceed directed towards schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. This reform will close a glaring gap in Indonesia's anti-corruption framework. civil-based recovery, including unexplained wealth provisions, would allow assets to be reclaimed without criminal convictions. Passing the bill would demonstrate Indonesia's commitments to the United Nations Conventions Against Corruption and show the Indonesian people that their leaders are serious about returning the stolen asset. Mr. President, Indonesia is at crossroads. Whether this moment becomes one of lasting repressions or of democratic renewal depends on your decisions. Your legacy will not be defined by the margin of your electoral victory, but by the substance of your action. Your choices today on separations power, fiscal transparency, civilian authority, and asset recovery will echo for decades. Leadership will not be measured by promises, but by outcomes. Better healthcare and education, improved infrastructure, better job, effective public services, respect for human rights, and a more just society. You will be remembered either as the presidents who preside over Indonesia's largest protest since Suharto, or as the leader who responded to discontent with justice and acted for the people. Mr. President, now more than ever, listen to the people. Now more than ever, stand with the people. Now more than ever, act for the people. The world is watching and judging. History is taking note. Only you can define your legacy.